Hello, Antoinette here. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to Oneness Emporium. I placed my first order with them recently and I ordered 2 items, one which was in stock and one which is basically a pre-order, and I'm not expecting until it comes in, I think it's September possibly, and then it will be mailed out to me. And I honestly thought both items would come at the same time. I did not expect them to very kindly package up the item that was in stock and send it out to me just for postage costs, to be perfectly honest with you. So here's how it's come. You can see I've taken my dress off. I have split the black tape that's down the sides to get into the box. And let's take a look and see what we've got inside. So beautiful black tissue paper. And we have a card here. And a thank you for supporting a small business. I recognise that. Okay. Anyone else recognise that tarot deck? It's going to be very hard to not recognise that tarot deck, isn't it? The Knight of Cups. It's one that I actually quite like the look of. I don't own it yet, but it's probably at some point going to come into my collection, I have to admit. But yeah, I have been eyeballing this deck. It was this or the one that I've pre-ordered, and the one I've pre-ordered is actually the Vampire deck from Llewellyn. So it's like one or the other. So I went with Vampire deck, and this one perhaps will be a Christmas item on my wish list. I think I recognise this one. I think that is it the Fyodor Pavlov? Does that ring a bell with anyone? I do not own that deck. It's not one that's particularly spoken to me, but I know lots of people talk about it being a beautifully, because it's on that kind of linen cardstock, but beautifully put together deck. And it's a nice touch with the gold stars. The back's beautiful. There's no denying the back's absolutely beautiful. But I haven't actually been drawn to purchase that one. And this one I don't recognise. It's on a different cardstock and it has a gold edge. Embrace the Interior Winter, number 26. So this must be an oracle deck of some description. So I don't know what that's from. I'll have to look it out and see. But it's a nicely made one. It's on glossy cardstock. And we all like a foiled or gold edge, don't we? It doesn't feel too sharp either, is what I can say from feeling it on that card. You know, sometimes we all moan that they're a bit sharp. There's maybe one tiny bit of sharpness there, but I can't feel like the others. So that's some lovely cards that they've popped in. Then we have thank you for shopping at Oneness Emporium, and then I've got my discount code for next time I come back and purchase, and they can be found on Instagram at Oneness Emporium and Facebook Oneness Emporium. I think I was following them on Facebook. I think that's how I found them. And yeah, so those are my items. So let's see which one came. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I know what's in here. So it is the book that I ordered. Let's just do that. So this is the Walk Through the Forest of Souls by Rachel Pollack. It was a pre-order book. It was available on Amazon. Yes, I could have ordered it on Amazon, but I chose to go and support a business. And the same with the Llewellyn decks as well. The Oneness Emporium is UK based, and they are the UK seller of the US decks, which is actually quite amazing. And I think what that means is instead of having to go onto the Amazon wait list for things, they get them at the time they're meant to be released, and then we can go onto the pre-order basically through Oneness Emporium and get them in at the time they're due. Obviously, as long as you've pre-ordered and she's got enough decks in, because if you go on the order list and she hasn't got the decks, then you're going to have to wait for them to come in, aren't you? Of course, like anything. So yeah, so this is a book that Rachel Pollack, obviously the late Rachel Pollack, has written. It is a magical journey that illuminates tarot's many mysteries and hidden meanings. A walk through the forest of souls is for lovers of cartomancy who seek to unlock the full meanings of the cards, as well as for spiritual seekers who find the tarot to be a new and beneficial tool to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Rachel Pollack explores the connection and relationships between tarot and such wide-ranging subjects as mythology, mythography, folklore, Kabbalah, divination, quantum physics, time travel and more. A walk through the forest of souls is a dazzling journey through the mysteries of tarot, suitable for tarot masters but accessible to newcomers too. So I have heard people say that this might not suit a brand new, newbie into tarot who's exploring the cards for the first time. But then equally here, it does suggest that it wouldn't be, too difficult for them to read through. I've heard lots of good things about this book as well, which is one of the reasons why I've got it. So there's lots of praise here coming straight in for the walk through the Forest of Souls. I think I've heard somebody suggest that this is more like, a bit like the 36 Deacons walk with Susan Chang. It's more of a personal walk through the deck rather than a textbook. So in the contents, we have acknowledgements, a gallery of quotations, directives, introduction, at play in the fields of tarot. We have Chapter 1, Myths of Origin. Chapter 2, Gambling with the Moon, Divination and Freedom. Chapter 3, The Instrument of Our Wisdom. Chapter 4, the two-part question, a reading on divination. Chapter 5, some Jewish thoughts on tarot. And Chapter 6, the tarot before creation. Oh, we got more. Chapter 7, God's reading. Chapter 8, Easter 2001, a reading for the resurrection. Chapter 9, some Kabbalist and dream thoughts on tarot. Chapter 10, Becoming a Reader. 11, The Woman with the Camel. Don't know what that means. 12, Opening the Heart, a journey across an abyss. 13, A short leap to the place of the fool. 14, A final gamble, alternate major arcanas. Then we have tarot deck acknowledgements and recommended readings. So here we have the acknowledgements. So I'm not going to read all of that out. Gallery of quotations. During the research for this book, certain phrases and statements have come to me from many sources. Some address tarot directly, others divination or spiritual development, all the ways we know things. There are statements about Kabbalah, but again, not lists of doctrines or facts. The most important thing to say about Kabbalah is that it is always the wrong idea to clarify it. This comes from poet and translator David Rosenberg. Every one of these quotes, however, in some way concerns the experiences of working with tarot. And, oh, here we go. Okay, so that makes sense. And then there's all of these here, tarot-wise, or tarot, which feels a tarot-related quotes. Time present, time past, perhaps present in time future, and time future contained in time past. Wrap your head around that one. A play in the fields of tarot. The subtitle of this book may surprise some people. What does it mean to journey in tarot? For some, the phrase suggests pre-directions of soulmates or career changes or family struggles or legal matters, all deeply important to those who seek answers. Others who know the tarot's esoteric traditions may think they know exactly what I mean by journeys. For them, the tarot contains the keys to a vast system of correspondences. These include the laws of nature, both known and unknown, magic, Jewish mysticism, astrology, pagan gods and goddesses, Christian revelation, secret knowledge, Egyptian initiations, angels, demons, but most especially journeys along the 22 pathways of the Kabbalah tree of life. Okay. Oh, I see that just jumped straight out at me. In The Silence of the Lambs, the genius psychopath Dr. Hannibal Lecter tells FBI agent Clarice Starling that to catch the killer, she must go back to what Marcus Aurelius called first principles. What is something, in this case, the unidentified killer's essence? What is it in and of itself? So myths and origins, let's have a quick peek at this and then I'll let you all go. Where does tarot come from? No matter how we treat the subject, whether we dive deep into the symbolic mysteries, recite formulas for fortune telling, or play with the pictures, we cannot escape the question. There are certainly enough answers. Enter the world of tarot and stories of its origin move around you like excited birds. Here is a sample. So tarot depicts sacred myths of the Romani, disguised in cards for the centuries of exile from the Rome homelands in India. Rome or Rom? Maybe that's meant to be Rom homelands in India or Egypt or outer space. The last is favoured by many Romani themselves. And then there's a few more here. Tarot is a Renaissance card game inspired by annual carnival processions called triumphs, which is something that I usually pertain to, and that's probably where most of my my belief comes from with regards to it. The tarot is a card game derived from annual procession called Thriams in honor of the god Dionysus, the creator of wine. I've never heard that. We've got more there as well. My general thoughts on tarot is at some point all of these card meanings were made up. Somebody at some point created a card meaning. It doesn't matter how you look at it. They were created. They were created. They are designed to evolve. Language evolves, therefore the card meaning should evolve. This is my personal take on tarot, and your card meanings will evolve with you and how the cards relate to you. So you will design your own language, your own dictionary for cards and card meanings. There is no set way to read them. There is no prescription. There is no set prescription. And just like Lenormand, well, maybe Lenormand's a bit more set. I'm not sure because I can't read Lenormand. But, you know, it evolves. The sentences, the structure, the story evolves with the reader. So this book is, oh, there's a little bit there about the late Rachel Pollack. In total, 267 pages. And we do have, as she said, plenty of recommended reading there at the back. Tarot deck acknowledgements. The Brady, the Handle. I would actually quite like to get the Handle Tarot. Mother Peace Tarot. Raziel, Rider-Waite, Sacred Circle, Shining Tribe. Tarot, Shining Tribe Tarot is actually by Rachel Pollack. I didn't know that. Tarot of the Spirit, love that deck. Tarot de Marseille, Ceremonial Magic, Thoth, Visconti Sforza. So, sorry about that, that's my dogs having a play. So, there we go. Some Kabbalist and Dream Thoughts. So there are pictures in there. It's just a black and white book. It's paperback. And it's, again, another one that I will dip in and out of as and when I need it. Not something I'm going to read and race through and then come back to you all and report. It'll just be, this is one on my shelf that I am actually quite glad I own. So I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.